Hello, everyone. Good evening, all. My name is Lanre
Evening.
Gisla. I was invited by Yaya. Yaya is a longtime friend. I've known
Welcome.
Yaya for over 30 years. So,
Wow.
again, I'm going to sit on the fence on this particular topic. Okay. Um, you said faith or friction. Does the religion truly make men stronger? And of course, it's a personal opinion. To me, it's not. The religion does not make men much stronger. Actually, makes us more lazy in thinking.
Really?
But again, yes, I know you're going to say that, and Shola, obviously you
No, I'm
have.
just asking.
No, no, that's okay.
I'm just asking.
That's okay.
That's fine.
So
That's fine.
I will keep my conversation very brief and share some few experience. Yes, my background is obviously I come from a Muslim background. Okay, well read in Quran, and of course because my family are both Christian and Muslim, I come from a Christian background as well, and I've been in the church for over 30 years as well. Now,
Okay.
put all this together, I've also practiced what obviously I don't know where everybody comes from. I've practiced traditional medicine for many years. Okay, using alternative medicine. I've healed people. Yeah, I might not know this. So what you people call alawo. I've done babalawo before,
Mm,
and
mm,
Good news,
praying
good news, good news for me.
and healing people. Now, if I was very young, okay, with all this, with all my experience in all these three areas, to me, what stood out is the faith, not religion. If you
mm,
have the faith in doing
mm.
anything in life, you will achieve
Yes.
it. Trust me, religion is just used as a tool to achieve certain things, either to be
Mm,
manipulated or to be
mm,
submissive or to achieve certain things. Okay, I can cite many
mm,
experiences. I mean, many experience with you guys regarding religion. The Christianity, I'm not going to criticize any religion because, as I've said,
mm,
it's used as a tool. It works for some people.
mm,
It does not work for some people. But my
mm,
general take on that, we should not sit so much on religion and start praying without achieving anything. If you wake up in the
mm.
morning and pray till
I
kingdom
like that.
come. Now you don't have any
Yeah.
initiative. You don't put it into
Mm,
practice. Plan nothing.
mm.
You will never achieve anything. And that
Real
is where we
talk.
have all those fake pastors that comes from. They
Mm,
promise us heaven and earth. One of you have obviously said it, that they preach prosperity. It's just in the way to manipulate us so that they can get what they want from us. As
mm,
far as I'm concerned, the religion obviously makes us lazy, not stronger. Now, we also have to separate religion and faith. They're different,
definitely.
okay?
Definitely.
Across all these three areas of my experience, what stood out is the faith. If you're a Christian, you must have a
Mm,
very strong faith that
definitely.
God exists, which is true, okay?
Yeah.
But it depends on how you have faith in yourself, in what you do.
Mm,
Some people
mm.
have this faith to deceive, okay, and they've been doing that for many
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
The white people that came into Africa, they came with
Mm,
that concept as well, with the form of bringing religion as a missionary, okay. But you know very well, most of you are from here now. You know, most of them don't practice the religion. In
mm,
fact, if you start preaching a lot about religion, you get arrested. If you preach at
mm,
the place of work, you'll be reported to HR.
mm,
So they are not that tolerant. So going back to
mm.
Africa, we embrace this religion, especially the Christianity, so much. As far as I'm concerned, religion is just an institution, just like defense school or military school, where if you go to military school, you're expected to be what? Well disciplined, and of course more intelligent in that way, and how you operate, how you deal with human being. Okay, if you just obviously finish from a military school. So to me, religion is just an institution. Okay,
Mm,
we as an Africans, we should think just like Tony said, and I think there's one other person, is it Igwe, and of course Mark in Nigeria. There's so many things happening in Africa. So many things happening in Africa that is just, we're just sinking down the drain in the name of religion. Okay? We need to go past that and see things the way it is in real life. That's just my take. Again, I know that there is different topics every day in this meeting. I'm just going to keep it that simple. Okay?
Thank you.
So, thank you. Guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Lanre. Is there anybody else? I really want to come in on what Lanre has said, linking with Mark as well.
For sure.
Yeah. Is that okay?
I'd like to say something right then you're done.
Femi hasn't said anything. Who else? Femi, you haven't said anything.
Let him come.
Femi.
Is that Femi?
I know he's dying to say something. Femi, you're dying to say something.
Go for it.
I'm happy to go next.
Guys,
okay,
who's next?
I think
Aaron.
Let me say.
Bring Aaron after Femi.
Okay.
I need a wife, so I've been off camera by taking care of wives. What a wife would have been doing. Like I said, I'm actually working tonight. I'm on night shift, and I've been listening to you guys. I was just waiting for the right time to chip in, but I just know that excuse me. I've been busy over here. This is it. This is a topic I would love we revisit again because it's very broad. It's very broad. It is my candid opinion that everyone under the coverage of my voice get to a level of significant understanding of his current position in regards to the subject matter, if that makes sense. This is the thing. Spiritually, no matter where I've gotten to in life now in my mid-50s, I would concur to the point of, I've understood these things now. I want to quickly chip in this, gentlemen. Some time ago, I came across a clip of a medical practitioner that was tackling a terminal situation of one of a twin. Please listen to this carefully. I'm raising this because it blew my mind. It reveals the myopic understanding I have about this situation I'm about to talk about. It was regarding twins. Twins were just birth, and one of them was turning blue. I believe a significant number of you understand what I mean. One of them turning blue. This nurse, what is it she's going to do now and all that? Is like other medical experience and understanding she applied failed. You know what she did? She brought the other twin that was turning blue to have a skin contact with the one that was apparently healthy. Gentlemen, she was amazed the situation changed. Can you explain? Can any medical practitioner explain that to me? The twin that was turning blue became healthy. This one we're talking of spirituality, religion. Come on. I agree with what Shola said. I don't know if it's Shola or someone else. That we need to go beyond interpreting this stuff, beyond human understanding, to paraphrase what he said. This is beyond carnality. The subject matter is beyond carnality. We should not be. You see, gentlemen, I'll be more interested in what your belief system is all about than what your feeling system is all about, if that makes sense. I think this is a subject matter that cannot be exhausted today. Tony, the moderators, I don't know how you guys can figure these things out. I implore you guys, we should get to the level of understanding where each and every one under the coverage of my voice don't live with haphazard understanding of the subject matter, if that makes sense. So Having said that, this is the basis of my belief system. Whatever your belief system is it in alignment with mine? What does it make? What does it make to be aligned with mine? I want you, whatever encounter you have with me, I want you to go home and sleep with your two eyes closed. That's what I want your experience to be with me. I so much believe in this, loving your neighbor as thyself. But one thing there that comes first, you have to choose your neighborhood rightly. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You have to choose your neighborhood before you've been able to activate the capacity to love your neighbor as thyself. Remember, the Holy Book says, I believe is in other holy books as well. When I mean other holy books like the Sheikh, Hindus, Muslims, and all the monks and all that. That let me paraphrase it. Having to dust your leg, having to dust your feet if you are in the wrong place. What was that implying? If your belief system is not in alignment, dust your feet and take the leave. It brings about enormous peace to the parties involved. So it's unfortunate. In my candid opinion, this is a subject matter that cannot be exhausted today.
Definitely
it's
not.
just a subject matter that cannot be exhausted today. This is beyond, like I said, I've gotten to the point in my life where I do not swing by the fray of my feelings, but by the fray of my belief system. And my belief system is, I strongly believe I've experienced the benefits, the merits, the advantages of loving my neighbor as thyself. But one thing first, you've got to get the neighborhood right. I rest my case, gentlemen. I'm busy, please. When I'm not, just know that I'm listening. Even if I'm not on camera, I'm listening. All right?
Thank you.
Take it on.
Thank you, Femi. Well done.
We need Aaron now. Aaron, before we get
Aaron,
Shola to kind of deal with
Good
us.
evening, gentlemen. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Evening, Aaron. Back again.
Good evening. Back again and investing.
Good man.
So thank you very much, sir. So yes, greetings to everyone on the call. My phone is currently on 14% and my AirPods are about to die. So I'll just share my perspective. And I think me speaking from a position of someone who's almost brand new in terms of trying to re-engage with God, with religion, with spirituality. So there's a lot of nuance between some of the concepts. I honestly hold my hand up and say, I'm not fully understanding them. And I feel as though that gives me a large level of insight. And I think I speak alongside and through a demographic, so I'm in my mid-30s, who have ventured out of church. I've come from a very strong Christian family. And I've kind of gone on my own journey in terms of trying to find self. So kind of going back to the overall question, I feel as though some of the guidance that can be found in religion has really strengthened myself and some of my peers. I've also got a lot of Muslim friends. And I've kind of observed and shared a lot of knowledge alongside a lot of my Christian brothers. And I've found that a lot of the concepts, I think somebody termed it as almost like the rules from religion help to give me a sense of discipline in how I carry myself, how I, sit alongside fellow brothers and sisters. They don't have to be religious, but it just gives me an extra layer of depth. So I personally feel as though religion does strengthen men from, a kind of perspective in that not in the wilderness, but I'm not fully in the church. And I feel like that's a really renewed and at times forgotten perspective. So speaking on behalf and alongside that demographic, that's where I sit on the fence. I'm enjoying a high level of conversation and the various perspectives, and I'm really soaking in a lot, and I will be in regular attendance going forward. So before my phone dies, I may unmute and speak again. Yeah, but thanks for having me. But that's my state on this.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for those Thanks for those wise words, should I say? Yeah. So from your okay, we've heard a very clear answer so far that okay, in Aaron's case, religion or spirituality has made him stronger, and I'm going to concur and say that not so much my religion, but I would say my faith experience has definitely made me stronger. I just want to throw that in, but I want to really go back to to Mark and Larry. And Larry, I'm gonna surprise you by actually agreeing with most of what you've said. I know you were thinking. You said to me, you knew I was going to say that. I think you may have got it a bit twisted there. I'm actually agreeing because faith, as you rightly said, when somebody has faith in anything, that is the pinnacle of how can I put it? That's going to be the pinnacle of an action of an evidence. Then should I say? Yeah, that's going to be it. You mentioned the areas, that you've been involved in, and just to hit it home again, is where there's faith in any aspect. That is where you're going to see the result. Yeah, because then we can throw that question in. Then why is it then that people who are non-religious, you know what? Even that word religion, Tony, I think what we're going to have to do that the way we've entitled this, I think there are not so much confusion, but I think there's three different areas because we saw religion, we saw for spirituality, and then we saw faith. And at the moment, it's just like a melting pot where different aspects are coming in.
So
I just want to throw in again.
That's deliberate, Shella. That's deliberate. We needed
fine. That's fine.
And that's why.
That's fine. And it has to be said. And it has to be said. And it has to be said, Tony. It's the subject that needs to be gone into. Definitely what Femi said there, that it's not something we're just going to come over in one day. But seriously, going back to, again, Mark, I'm just trying to be quick on what I'm saying. What Mark had said there again, and I think it's a big point. I don't want us to run away from this because really, if we keep talking about this power, right? And this is something that used to hit me because when I was younger, I didn't start to go into the faith aspect, as it were, until I was like in my mid-40s. So basically, all through my life, I've just been winging it and doing what I believed to be the right thing. Now, so is there, as you rightly said, is there a justification for poverty? Is there any justification for so many adverse situations? Where is that love, right? Where is that power? Where is that power to save that we keep hearing about, that if I worship this, if I do this, if I do that, things are going to be better? Where is it? So again, guys, we're playing advocate here. We're throwing this in. And I think that somebody has rightly said that, look, I think Femi said it. Yes, big point again. We need to work out what our own individual belief systems are to be able to come to, you know what I mean, a kind of right, for want of a better word, answer to all this. Saying it again, the subject matter is very much needed because, especially as men, look, if we don't know where we're going, if we don't love ourselves, if we're in disalignment, right, with our maker, with something, where are we going? It means that we're just going to be going round and round in circles like headless chicken. You know what I mean? So just want to throw that in just to kind of, again, embrace Mark's point. As I said, a very, very big point. And it's something that we really need to, where is that power then that is going to stop people from living in ways that they shouldn't necessarily live in?
Greg needs to come in because he's been had his hand up for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Hi. Yeah. Thank you very much, Shola. Thank you so much, and particularly Landry. Thank you for the way you summed it up. Honestly speaking, sometimes I used to feel like maybe I should go and have the experience of being a Muslim and being a traditionalist as well. But thank you for the way you summed it up. I'm just going to take it up from there. And I will say this really, without any form of equivocation. I think that faith or religion does not make a man stronger, but it makes a man stable. And every man needs stability. And with stability, there is nothing you can't really achieve. If certain things are stable, things are clear, it makes it easier for you to be predictable. And predictability in every man's life is very important. And I would take that for that. Okay, so let's say faith or religion does not make a man stronger. There's no value in religion for some people. Then what would you rather go for? And the reason why most people will even say that or think about it as religion not being as important as we arrogate it to be could be that, some of the things that are written in the holy books are being challenged. Some things in the Bible, they are being challenged. Some things in the African traditional religions, they are being challenged. Some things in the Quran as well, and most religious books are being challenged. And what is it being challenged by? It is challenged by science. So the question is science itself good enough to replace religion? Sometimes it is actually an answer that is not adequate. Science treats, what goes up must come down. Science tends to dive into physical stuff, the matter. But religion itself heals suffering souls. Religion heals suffering souls. Religion also heals the pain that is caused by the soul as well. So I think that religion is important. And why do I think so? It does not make you stronger, but it makes you stable. Most of the time in my personal experience, I became more successful or I achieved more when I was in church, when I was consistently going to the church, when I was part of the choir. It creates this level of discipline. Some certain times you wouldn't want to go out to hang out with some people because you have to go for choir practice. You have to go and meet some people. Religion itself, going to church and going to some of those rituals, helps you to organize yourself, helps you to be in a community where you help, because no man can survive by himself. Religion and Christianity, or no, let me not say Christianity now. Religion puts you in a community, and that community helps you. That is the reason why you eventually become successful. Look at the Jews. The Jews, they help each other because they are all in one community. Look at the Indians, the same thing. Religion is what brings them all together. So I think religion creates stability. And then when you are stable, it makes you to look further. And when you have faith, when you have something that you anchor your faith on, it literally helps you. Now, if you now say on the other side that religion is not as strong, it doesn't make a man stronger or it doesn't make a man stable. The reason why I don't want to say it doesn't make a man stronger is because if really religion makes you stronger, then the pastors or the people that are highly religious should be the ones that will achieve the most in life, like Jeff Bezos, some of these guys. But when you say stability, it obviously means that there is parity, which means when you're stable, you can achieve a lot. Because without religion, what would you rather have? You will see that people will start believing in political parties. People start believing in government. People start believing in science, and some of these things do not have solid foundation. And because of the lack of foundation that it has, people will become, that there is this sense of hatred, there is this sense of chaos. What religion helps to also create that stability in the society as well. And when there is, but the absence of religion will not lead to chaos, the hatred of self, the hatred of society. People will not tend to lead themselves into depression and some things that will eventually hurt them. So I think religion is important, and most importantly for me, is the fact that religion creates stability. I'm using my personal life as an example. Whenever I'm always going to church, doing the right things, it creates high level of discipline. That discipline creates focus, and that focus creates stability, and stability I tend to achieve more. That is from a personal experience. Thank you.
Just one note.
Thank you, Greg.
Just one note on that one, Greg. Just one note on that one. If you want the discipline that you get in church, you can go to the army, and they'll give you some good discipline, and I'm sure you'll be focused too. But that doesn't.
They will beat you up. They will beat you up.
Anyway,
gentlemen, can I quickly comment, please?
Can I comment?
Femi, please wait. Let Marvel come in. Let Marvel come in for a bit, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jitsi. What I want to say is, of course, we have on this topic we have a lot of things. We have faith, we have religion, we have spirituality. Right now, those in themselves can be standalone topics, so it's quite large to exhaust.
That's right.
But I want to probably just summarize some of the things I've said earlier by saying this to us. You see, faith actually creates the belief system for any man. Kind of like an I can do mentality for anyone. Either you are religious or not. And being religious doesn't necessarily mean that you've got faith, you know. And when you have faith in something, it now boils down to how much devotion do you have to that thing? How devoted are you to it? That now brings in your spirituality. Because now when you're spiritual, right, you now become and you become devoted to what you do, you know. Someone was talking about the herbal practitioner, how they can heal and all of that. Now that's you being devoted to that and having the faith that that can work, you know, and it produces the result. So irrespective, I would say faith is no respecter of what do I call it? Tribe, color, race, gender, or belief. If you're Christian, Muslim, whatever it is, faith would respond, okay, if you're devoted, okay.
Definitely.
And there's some things that would happen within you. There's a certain connection you would have to whatever you have faith in. And if you're devoted to it, and you know, it just draws you closer to it, that it produces results. Either you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, whatever, it produces the result for you. So for me, I want to summarize this by saying it's more about your faith and devotion, you know, that brings the power, that draws you closer and brings the power to you to make things happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marvin. Very well put, very succinctly put. I think again it brings it back into play. That faith, I said before, that the strength of a man is his faith in God, is his faith in whatever he's aspiring to do. Is his faith in what he is aligned to. Yeah, it's been coming out quite a bit tonight in different ways. Yeah, we're going back to the faith, the faith aspects, and I think as we said before, about the religion part. I know you were very, very strong on that aspect. I hope we're starting to get some, you know, understanding amongst ourselves. I definitely am, in terms of those three words there, those three titles, as he rightly said, that they are separate areas, need to be unpicked and need to be broken down.
Yeah.
You know, in certain ways.
Well, I think strength is not in the man is his faith. Yeah. But, you can have different beliefs. There are certain people that have belief in all this stuff that we would call evil. But they have so much belief in it that they are strong in that area, which is not an area that we want to go there. But I'm just saying, is it religion or is it faith? Because whenever a man has faith, you tend to think, fine, things go right. It's almost like you have belief in something. You know, there's a saying that says whatever you believe is going to be right. Yeah. You know, if you believe you're not going to do it, you're not going to do it. If you believe you are going to do it. So the faith side, I think we should explore more, obviously, on the faith side too, because I believe. I mean, I may sound like I don't, but I believe, that not to say religion, but faith makes you strong, because I believe you can be of different religions, and still be strong. As I think someone said earlier, the Hindus are strong in their own community. The Jewish are strong. The Muslims are strong. You know, we can have many religions, and we can have. But the one common denominator you find in all those religions is faith. So that's where I am going with this topic. But and I think also it helps in your life too, because I believe that when you are let's look at most of the problems we have today, relationships. family values. You know, it plays a major role in all those places where you've got, you know, lots of relationships are breaking down. As they say, if you pray together, you stay together. You know, and no, families are not praying together anymore, so they're not staying together. In fact, it's the actual society now that actually frowns at religion. You know, I mean, if you look even in the UK, go and look at the churches, Church of England. Go and look at all these churches. Look at the size of the number of people going to churches. You know, you tend to find it's within the minorities that are really filling up the churches because they need something to. They need to believe in something, and they need to know that something's going to pull them through. You know, and I believe that for me, faith makes me stronger. I go to church nearly every Sunday, and I feel better. And I feel that sometimes we have to go to church just to mix with like-minded people, because sometimes we're trying to do things on our own. And I think that's one of the things that I say. But yeah, I think the conversation has been crazy, to be honest with you. I think Femi rightly said this is not a topic. I think everyone said anyway, this is not a one-show topic. And I like the fact that we have different religions on here. You know, I like the fact that we have different religions because sometimes shows like this can be hijacked. Yeah. And I heard Mark, we have people that are atheists. I'm not saying that Mark is an atheist, but anyway, we have people that are atheists, we have people that are Christians, we have people that are Muslims, and who knows who else we have on the call. But it's been very interesting.